Brand spanking new updates, phone of my people, breaking news for Ninja Man right now. 200 people like the video for Ninja. Same time because me not come here for waste of time for you. You understand me? I say now over the past few days, Ninja Man's case has been argued in court, and today is Manifest Mondays. So we're back on regular schedule, my people. Back on the regular programming. Birthday come and gone, we give thanks to life. But we have business to deal with. So with that being said, everybody, we will get into the updates. Alright? Yes. Now, I am going to point to you in the direction of what is currently happening with Desmond Valentine, aka Ninja Man. So stick and stay tuned. You understand? Virtual TV continues to give you breaking news and all updated information. So everybody, like the video for Ninja Man right now, and 50 people comment yes for justice for Ninja Man. Yes, you want to see him on a stage. Yes, you want to see him perform. Yes, Ninja Man can come out and come dominate music. Yes, you're happy to see Ninja, aka Desmond Valentine, or Desmond Valentine, aka Ninja Man. So, with that being said, we will get into the updates, everybody, and extensive video footage will be provided for you to see. So, not going away. Everybody just stay tuned. Alright? Now, as I said before, my people, it has been since last week, Wednesday, that Ninja Man has now finally gotten a ton of news. News that we have been waiting on for years, and Ninja Man's case delay has now been publicized. And there is a delay within Ninja Man's case that has been happening now for the past 8 years. Now, people, the defense, which is Ninja Man's team, as I told you many times, Zara Lewis, Peter Champagny, Robert Fletcher, and would have been Valrenita Robertson, but she passed away. You know what I mean? May the Almighty rest her soul in peace, and condolences to her family and relatives and friends and everybody. Right? Along with her work, they are arguing within the court of law. We have the updates, we have the video, I have the footage. So 100 people, everybody like the video. Ninja Man, and if you're happy to see him, comment yes. If you want him to come on, comment yes. If you want the video, just comment yes. If you want to see him perform, yes. If you want new music, Ninja Man, say yes. Share the video to everybody where you can share the video too. Right now, most about today's Manifest Mondays, whatever your dreams, goals, and aspirations are for today, Virtual TV goes like the best food. Subscribe to the channel and hit that post notification bell so whenever Virtual TV drops content, you will be notified instantly. Mega run the clip food, my people, like and share the video. Don't go away. Watch this.
Me say me post crackers, you know, say me still long as one a vibe just run through my head. Me I say, how comes you have some artists out there, people and want them out and be a motorcade and everybody around motorcade and make a shout. When Ninja Man there, how come I not see nobody around no motorcade for Ninja Man and say free up Ninja? No, for yo, remember you know when Ninja did come out for a little while, you know, I believe a 2 year or something like so. Remember, you know, a whole heap of good things Ninja do, you know. You can't see say Ninja is a different Ninja. So how comes you don't call up a Ninja? Now man, you know, if you run some motorcade to man and put some poster out there and say free Ninja, man, I want him to, you know. Free up a Dan Gargan. Or you mean the Dan Gargan doing time? If you come a road now, can teach you then cause a whole heap of youth out here depend on him. Believe it or not. Find him another one. We love that blouse and skirt there. Free up Ninja, man.
Alright, so welcome my people, welcome back quickly. We have a whole heap of things to talk about, by the way. Just so I'm gonna know. Alright? So this is just one of many that will be talked about right now. Alright? Now, according to the reports, everybody, this is what is happening. Okay? Now, the defense gave their argument, and now they are ready to argue what is currently happening in Ninja Man's case. Okay? Now, the defense made their argument, as I stated, and they're saying that Ninja Man's case should be dismissed because of the multiple delays that has been happening in Ninja Man's case, and that is not the fault of the defense, it's not the fault of Ninja Man, and it is certainly not the fault of the work that they're doing. It is because of the courts themselves. An 8-year delay is crazy. 23 mismentions, 17 mentions within the court of law. Alright? And we read where the DPP listed, the senior DPP, the senior deputy DPP, right, listed categories of things as to why the delay was happening. Now, according to her, she says that it was because of short staff, courtroom space, in her case personally, illness, and other cases that she has had to deal with. So the court is to be blamed for that and not Ninja, right? So they're saying that the courts and the time spent and of course the age of Ninja Man takes into very serious accounts. According to the defense, they're saying that the court has failed, the judge has failed to uphold the application, and that places Ninja Man in some very serious situations. Now, Robert Fletcher, Peter Champini, Zara Lewis, they're all arguing that the case of Ninja Man should be quashed, right? And ultimately, Ninja Man's right to a fair trial was breached. That's what they're saying. Because of these continuous backlogs and delays within the court of law, you're saying that the court should ultimately, in Jamaican terminology, dash out Ninja Man case. And the people of Jamaica are saying the very same thing. They want to see him free, right? But ultimately now, while it is that the defense are arguing that because they're saying that the evidence presented against Desmond Valentine, they're weak. The evidence that was presented, no, a list of things were presented. They're saying that the identification that was given by multiple persons who claimed that they witnessed the crime of whoever, Dennis Clayton, Janine Valentine, and Desmond Valentine, aka Ninja Man, well, they're saying that he was not properly identified. Now, what I'm getting is that a threat was carried out, but a threat doesn't mean that that person actively did what they said they were going to do. No, they're also stating that the person who is giving eyewitness testimony had more than one person to pay attention to, because according to them, the prosecution, they're saying that they identified certain persons who were there vocally and visually, but they're saying that that statement that was given by eyewitness, right, it was never properly identifiable, and a case like that, well, needed more concrete structure to even be presented in court. However, right, the prosecution says that the defense has had a witness previous statement and had sufficient opportunity to prepare for cross-examination. Now, Nelson maintained that the trial judge allowed adequate time and that there was no unfairness, abuse of power, or prejudice in Ninja Man's case. Now, Crown Counsel Sharrell Smith also argued that the life sentence imposed on the father and son duo were appropriate. No, she submitted that the trial judge considered all relevant sentencing factors and that the absence of an explicit reference to a fixed term before parole eligibility and did not amount to a legal error. No, they are also arguing that the sentence were consistent with establishing sentencing principles, right, of serious offenses and should not be disturbed. Valentine, his son, Janine Valentine, and Dennis Clayton were sentenced to life imprisonment in 2017 after being convicted of a 2009 dropping of Kingston resident Ricardo Johnson and shooting with intent. Right, moving on. Now, the prosecution's case was that the dropping arose from a dispute in Lower Mall Road, St. Andrew, and the men returned armed with weapons, chased Johnson and another man through the yard and opened fire. That is their case. But ultimately, the lawyers are arguing that this case cannot and should not go further. like and share the video. We have more to come to this Manifest Mondays. Don't go nowhere too forward.